Hello, I've got the camera the wrong way, the wrong direction for this Awkward Genius podcast. So I'm gonna have to turn it. Not turnip. I always think it's turnip. And I'm stuck in traffic here, so I thought I'd do a podcast. But then I put the camera up the wrong way, so I'm not sure this is gonna work. I got it pointed weird. There's a big piece of plastic in the way. So this is a podcast where it's apparently there's going to be a big thing in the way. And while I'm in traffic, I will try and talk to the camera. The Awkward Genius podcast is all about me talking to camera several times a week, hopefully every day. Every day has not been happening. You could tell. There we go again. Last week I was coughing all the time. Not like coughing up a storm, but I would cough from time to time. It looked like you could tell I was not perfect. I just spent a couple of days thoroughly under the weather, as they say. And now I'm feeling a little bit better, so I've gotten back on it. I'm doing a what they call a podcast episode. While I'm driving, I saw actually this whole Awkward Genius Talks thing was what I say, inspired by this guy, I don't remember his last name, Sam something, who's doing bodybuilding content, and he's like all amped up on steroids and huge and swole, and and then he just does videos about him basically working out, but more like you're just hanging out with him than actually, you know, he's trying to teach you really super specific stuff. He's just talking all the time, so he's saying stuff. Anyway, because that I saw that and I was like, this might be the future of the YouTuber nets. And not that I thought in any capacity that I would become fabulously wealthy by just talking to camera, but I thought that was an interesting kind of content and something that would be just really good practice to do that kind of content. And the problem is that I start talking about something with an idea, and then about 6 minutes later I get back to saying, oh yeah, I should tell people what that was. And basically it was that because Sam Sulicek or Sulik or whatever his name is was a little bit the inspiration, gave me the idea to do these. I saw him doing them in his car, and so when I saw that I was going to be stuck in traffic, I was like, hey, I've been wanting to do Awkward Genius Talks for a couple of days. I'm stuck in traffic. Let's get her done. So I'm doing it. It's terrible because it's, like I said, I put the camera up wrong. I don't have any kind of a mount, and so it's pointing at a piece of plastic, unfortunately. And so there's like, it looks like this big wall on one side of the room. But you can see I am actually driving around. You can see the scenery changing back there. Burp, burp, burp. Hello, scenery. So every once in a while you're going to see lampshade sneaking his little lampshade head in. Come here, lampshade. Come here. Come get it. Get it. Go get it. What's that? Lampshade, come get it. No, he doesn't want to come get it. Back up the mountain? Yeah, I'll go back up the mountain. So anyway, that explains where we're at this specific moment. I wonder if I can zoom. I don't know if I can while we're in full, while we're filming already. I don't think we can. So you're going to get this little tiny head. I got the pinhead version. So that is where we're going today. It is starting to get dark out. So it's probably going to get worse and worse light-wise. And as you can tell, today I really don't have anything to say. Christmas is coming up in 3 days. This is the 22nd of December. I believe I've done 10 of these already. This is probably going to be number 11. Although this one doesn't really count, but just going to try and get some stuff up. And basically, I've been going on for so long, I'm pretty sure that anybody who would have started watching or listening to this episode has probably left by now. So I'm going to do something that I call finish your sentences in a lower tone of voice. because this is a YouTube video that I saw, and it was saying that you should finish all your sentences in a lower tone of voice instead of a higher tone of voice. And I can't even hear how that works. See, I think that was higher. Higher, like it's a question. Was that higher? Or was that higher? Are you higher? So I'll be finishing my sentences on a lower note. And just trying to practice doing that so that I sound much more authoritative and intelligent and interesting. So as you can tell, there is a lot of stupid junk on the internet. And as I see it, I go through these ideas that people have, and they give me my own ideas. But in this particular moment, it has not given me any ideas. Mostly what I'm doing with these podcasts is just trying to think at the same time about enunciating, about being precise. Like I was also watching, on Shorts, I've never actually watched an actual episode, but on Shorts, I got some of the Joe Rogan, and I realized that he's often like Dwight, whatever. He's often talking about bears, and so I figured that one of the important things for good public speakers is to speak about bears often. I also noticed while listening to my videos that there are words that are just not correctly pronounced, so I'm not enunciating as well as I could. So I will be enunciating the word bears often. Brown bears are best. Bears are barely baronet in the Barren Straits. So there will be things that I say about bears, there will be enunciation, and there will be exactly that. Times when I'm trying to not say There will be some throat clearing. This is what you've signed up for. This is the Awkward Genius Talks podcast. There's nothing like it anywhere on the internet because there's nobody like me. Here's something I knew I had a thought cross my mind today. So I was reading the news, I think it was The Guardian, and it was like some band was like, there was a quote from them. Their quote was, we finally figured out what we wanted to be. And then they said whatever the name of the band was, it was an interview with them about how they created the album of the year. So apparently this band created a really good album of rock or indie music or whatever it was. And their explanation for it was that they were just trying different things and they finally fell into or found what they actually wanted to be. Now that reminded me of my own YouTube journey, but it made me think of something even more interesting. Basically, I've seen a couple of old YouTubers, such as myself, that especially after like several years, and they get to like 1,000 subscribers, but they just never take off. And a lot of that is just they just didn't give it the time. At some point, I truly believe that if you give it the time, it will eventually start to work. It's just that for some people, that time is 6 or 8 years, and so fully understand, completely reasonable that some people have to throw in the towel before that, or that it's just not worth it for them. It wouldn't be worth it for me. I'm doing this because I actually enjoy the creative endeavor of it. I am a graphic designer, so I enjoy the idea of sound design, the idea of video design, the idea of telling a story with different kinds of motion picture, the way that I try and tell a story with graphic design, with different compositions and whatnot, different images and whatnot. So I enjoy it for that reason. But while seeing these people that just didn't break through, I was thinking of it. It reminded me of them when I saw this quote from this band. Is that true creatives? We actually have options of what we want to be, and so it made me think of my YouTube journey because these last 6 months, the first 6 months, I just found something and did it, and had no idea with the self-help, not even self-help, just the how-to videos. It was just something I could do, so I did it. And then I started to have ideas, and after I got monetized, I did some short video essays. I did a fake newscast, and basically through the creative process, I have given myself options of what I want to be, or I have gone through different ideas in the search for what it is that I actually want to be. And so it's a balance between what can I do, and so that's what I keep trying. It's different things I can do, and then along the way constantly fine-tuning and saying, okay, is this something that I enjoy? Do I intellectually enjoy putting it together? As with the, like there was I had a series called That's Interesting, which is actually going to move on to its own channel because I think it's just too different from what I'm doing here, is the short video essays. And what I really enjoyed putting those together. It's you're actually telling a complete little story. You take some element, some topic that you find, and what I was doing was enjoying kind of making a self-contained little nugget about some topic, little video essay nugget, and exploring the absurd, or just the quirky or the unexpected. I did a video about Arnold Schwarzenegger right after the documentary came out, and I was supposed to be one of these like trending topics. It did not particularly work, but that's fine because none of my videos do. And if anyone's listening to this podcast, you know exactly why that is. It's because I'm not very good, but I am getting better, and I am enjoying it. So that's the point. And I'm giving myself options of different ways to be terrible. And eventually, between getting better at certain aspects of making these videos, like getting better at talking to camera through what I'm doing right now, little by little by little, what did somebody explain it this way? If I improve a little bit every video, then every video will suck a little bit less until eventually it sucks so little that it doesn't actually suck anymore, and it's kind of not bad. And so that's the goal, and that is where we're going. It's going to be a long road to hoe, my friends. That's not the expression, is it? A long toll to hoe. A long hoe to toll. It's gonna take a long time. And hopefully I will not be sick. Oh, I got a little lamp light on my face. That's a nice light there. That nice yellow light. Coming into town center. What do we got here? 13 minutes. I don't think these need to be any longer than that. Because they're so bad. And I'm thinking that I need some food. So, I'm gonna probably stop at the butcher and get steak. No, I'm gonna stop at the supermarket right here and get some soup. I've been sick. I think some soup would be good for me. So we're gonna be getting to the end of this one. I just wanted to share that idea of giving yourself options when you're finding out what you want to be. If you're one of those creatives that can actually have options, because I've seen a lot of people on YouTube that don't seem to be breaking through, and they only have one thing that they can be. Now, that's for the 99.9% of us where that one thing is not interesting. The people that you see on the internet, as if YouTube were on the internet, the people that you see on YouTube that are the most impressive, but it's not all the YouTubers that build a following, are those that can only be one thing, and they do that one thing, and it works. Now that's Mr. Sam Steroid Sulek, or Sulichik, or whatever, and I'm not hitting him with the steroid thing as a negative. I don't think he pretends that he doesn't. It's just to say that everyone's got their niche-rama, Why am I? I'm not blind. Can't even really see I'm looking at I'm like an old man trying to get just the right spot on my glasses. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this a little bit so you can actually get a look at Lampshade. There he is. Hey, buddy. Lampshade. Also. Over here. Look at me. No. There he is. There he is. Oh, he's a good looking Lampshade. Yes. Anyway, so that's us. I'm going to go in and get some soup, have some dinner, and then tomorrow, shopping for the Christmas meal, running around, and basically just getting ready for all this. Probably do a better one tomorrow, where I actually look at the camera instead of at myself. And because talking to camera is actually talking to camera, talking to those of you who are on the other side of it. And tomorrow I'm going to try and topic up. I want to do something much more, maybe not shorter in time-wise duration, but more precise in my ideas, and not something where I present an idea, go off on a long tangent, and then have lost absolutely everybody by the time I get back to it. So that is going to be the end of this one. I'm going to shut it down and upload this immediately because I am where I have a halfway decent internet connection. And once I get up to the house, it's going to get super slow and slow down everything else. So if I want to watch Reacher on Amazon, on Prime, then someone's beeping their horn back there. Then I'm going to want to get this uploaded. I almost hit you with some French there, my friends. Sorry about that. I will try not to do that. So you can see I got foggy windows. That is the end of this Awkward Genius Talks podcast. If anyone is listening to this, I feel so sorry for you. But at the same time, it's kind of like you just hijacked a ride with me and I talked the whole time like an idiot. So, see ya.